Hello everyone, I'm making another video today. I want to talk to you about my working with Astarte. I'm completely blown away and thrilled about the energy that Astarte has. I've talked about working with spirits that have astrological correspondences, and that whether they were created that way after that person died, or this was an attribute given to them, or it was a thought form given these astrological correspondences. They're for a reason. And this is a beautiful, beautiful astrological correspondence that Astarte has. Now, I've shared how to do a working with Astarte. It's in my playlist. Please go and watch my playlist of the workings that I've done with Astarte since June. I immediately had a blessing from working with her, working with this energy. Again, I'll tell you, my daughter, all of a sudden, paying our phone bill. So that was a wonderful, affectionate thing for her to do. It was an early birthday gift, I think. And that's her love language, is gifts. Now, the next working I did, Astarte came through to me as a lion. I'm a shamanic witch. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sabrina. I am a shamanic witch. Yeah, she came through in a very strong way with lion energy, and this was in August. So I began to think, there's also something related to the constellations that are in the sky. Now, currently we are under the constellation of Aquarius, and I lit a candle next to the sigil of Astarte, and I went to bed and I said, please teach me what it is you have to teach me under this astrological sign of Aquarius. I am here in the Western United States. Now, I couldn't really feel or think. I had a strange dream about a man drinking a clear beer. And a couple of other things have happened. I kind of had a young man flirt with me at the grocery store. I thought, I wasn't even sure that Astarte could work with, the opposite sex for me. But that's a possibility. So what I'm feeling and thinking now is under the sign of Aquarius, which has to do a lot with air, although it's associated with water. It also has to do with healing. It has to do with science and technology, and also has to do with Uranus, which is like a sudden aha, right? And I have had a sudden understanding of how it is that I can further work with and improve my health and the shape of my body, all right? And it does involve me drinking quite a bit more water and also detoxing. And I love to put lemon in my water to do that. Now, her correspondences are Capricorn and Venus. Taurus, which relates to Venus. Okay, this is an earth sign, and it has a lot to do with Venus has a lot to do with the earth, as well as mothering, nurturing, womanhood, femininity. Taurus would be the sensual aspect as well as beauty, and I'm in the health and beauty business. So what I am actually feeling now is that it is going to be okay for me to start waist training It's a compression that's going to sculpt my body. I know that I need to drink water. I know that I need to detox. And as long as I'm drinking more water and some form of exercise, along with the collagen that I just bought, I will be able to once again shrink the fat cells, squeeze out all of the toxins, and strengthen the fibers to stay that way once again for a longer period of time with collagen. That's for another video. If you're interested in that, please let me know, okay? Because I'm a licensed esthetician. All right, now, when I did that working recently, I won a contest. Now, Capricorn relates to Saturn, and coupled with Venus is very, very, very harmonious, very, I would say, lucky. These two get along famously, and in fact, when Saturn or when Venus or Libra is transiting through Saturn, there can be a remarkable healing. A man that I follow, who I was learning star magic from, Christopher Hartley Lowe, has said that he gave a talisman to someone who had had cancer and went into remission, but it had come back. And from time to time, he gives things to people. And I believe it was, I think it was a wax talisman. But he had made it when Libra was transiting in Saturn. And he said, look, I made this for somebody else, but they never got a chance to use it. This is a Saturn talisman, but it was made when Libra was transiting in Saturn. That can be very, very helpful. It could help you. I don't know. I made it for someone else, but I never gave it to them. So she said, okay, and she took it. Now, whether it was a placebo effect or not, that talisman was radiating with that energy, and she did go into remission once again. So, my results have been nothing short of, I would use the word miraculous, because the very next evening, I've been getting results. So the spell that I did to win a gift card from my employer, I won the next day. And I didn't know if it was going to be an offer for 100 or 200, but it was more than 50. And I thought, you know what? I think I just need to try to get one. And even if the job sucks, I'll make quite a bit of money that day. And so I did the spell. I made a video of what I did here. And the following morning, I got up to look for a job. At 5:30, there wasn't anything. So at 6, I got the text message. Take a job, get a $200 gift card. So I called, and my supervisor, who was a female, said, oh, I don't know. Let me see. I said, well, I just got the text, call for a gift card, take a job. She said, okay, let me see if I can find something. And I thought, oh, Lord, what's going on? And so as I was making my bison patty, I was chanting to Astarte. And it was about 5 minutes later, or I don't know, 4 minutes. She came back on and she said, okay, go to the school, the same side of town as you, but, a couple miles down the road, and tell them I sent you and you're there, and they'll tell you what to do when you get there. I thought, okay. Turned out to be not too bad. The morning was fine. The afternoon was hectic. But, I got a wonderful $200 gift card for Target. So that was extremely helpful. Now, the following week, I believe I got some other blessings, some residual energy left over, where my supervisor's sister-in-law, who's married to her brother, is a receptionist at this particular school that I got called for. And it was just a resource room job. And so the job is easy, but I know I'm going to do a lot of walking. So when I get there, I say, oh, hi, you're still here. And I said, oh, I'm still here. And I had met her in 2008 when I first started subbing. I believe it was probably the first or second, I think it was the second school that I had been to for my next assignment. And at the end of the day, she offered me to come back and work all week in a particular room for children that were having a lot of trouble behaving. And so I've been there from time to time, off and on, over the past 12 years, 11 years since then. And so they weren't even sure. She said, oh, we weren't even sure we would get a sub today. They're short on subs. And so when I was leaving, she said, could I get your name and number in case we're short, we need a sub, especially for resource room. I said, yes, I love resource room. So sure enough, the teacher called me and asked me if I would work for her the following week for 4 days. So I had Wednesday off. So, there again is this favor, this fond offering from a female. Now they need to have some people lined up. But fortunately, we're on pretty good terms. And so that was another favor from a female. And when I thanked her for doing that, she said, did I? I don't even remember. So Astarte energy put it on her mind, put it on her heart to offer me that. So then I finish out the week, and as I'm leaving, I said, okay, remember me. And I had talked to her for a few minutes, told her I'm really not working that much anymore. I'm semi-retired. And I said, when are you going to retire, Ev? So we're talking a little bit, and then she was in the lunchroom, and we were talking more. I talked about my daughter being gone and being alone, but I've been taking myself out to treat myself. I had a pedicure, and then I went to Pilates. She's like, oh, great, good for you. So when I left, I said bye. She texted me and invited me to a women's group for ladies over 50. And she said, do you crochet or knit? And I thought, wow, this is really funny, because I had been remembering when I used to crochet. I had recently been to a pagan meetup for my pagan group, and the lady there was crocheting. And as I went to the Dollar Tree the following week, I found a box of yarn. And I thought, I don't want to really be a granny in a rocking chair sitting here knitting all the time. But I kind of enjoyed simple crochet, make a blanket, make a scarf. And I said, I used to crochet. And she said, well, I am part of a group that's very fun. We get together, we have a lot of fun. And we meet up at a school in the community center for knitting or crochet. And she told me the name of the group. And I said, okay. So last week they met for knitting, which I don't knit. And I joined the group. And sure enough, they have some cute little funny things going on. And it's different from the pagan groups because they don't always have, I don't know. This group, we were reminiscing. Do you remember what happened in the 60s? Do you remember what happened in the 50s? Do you remember what happened in the 70s? And I'm thinking, a part of me is thinking, oh no. I know people that are 80, and they're really getting close to death's door, and all they do is talk about the past. I'm futuristic minded, but it's kind of fun, and then I see they've got this event and that event, and they were meeting at the Pizza Ranch right down the street. And I love going there, and I said I would love to come, but I've got a stupid cold from this weather. So tonight they're actually having a crochet class, so I'm going to go over there and meet these people. And then, let's see what else is coming up. They've got another event from the admin. Oh, lunch at a really nice restaurant across town on Thursday. So, this is a chance for me to get out and really socialize. when I went to the pagan meetup group, I had a nice visit with 3 other women, but one of them who lives just down the street from me, we were supposed to get together and look at each other's semi-precious gemstones, has never contacted me. So I think a lot of times until you get to be in your 50s and your 60s, you just don't really have the time to maybe get out and socialize. So I need to try that. So the energy of Astarte with the Capricorn Saturn aspect and the Taurus Venus aspect can really sort of help you win a contest. And I think that's what the aspect of war, where she's the goddess of love and war. And I've said this before, I'm feeling like she'll help you win the heart of someone. And I think that's what it means. Like if you're having a conflict with someone, like I was with my daughter, who wouldn't respond to me and doesn't want me to move out there, you know, and I don't know what's going on with her, was really just influenced to give me a gift and show me some affection. And I had a dream that I was kissing her face and telling her that I missed her and I loved her. Now that's a love spell, and there's nothing wrong with that type of a love spell. Astarte will help you with that. And so now, I don't know if I've talked about Saturn much, but I do want to talk more about Saturn and the aspect of how Saturn can help you with luck and in fact win contests. Now this could be, you do have to couple it with something like Venus. I've done this in the past, and I had also added Jupiter, and I won the grand prize at our husband's company summer picnic. But I had been preparing for that. I had been doing meditations and affirmations. So, you know, that is what I learned simply working with the planetary energies back then. But working specifically with Astarte, I think you can even work with her to help you win a promotion. Now, if your supervisor or your boss is a female, whether you're a man or a woman, I think working with the goddess Astarte can help you win that person over. If you have other candidates, right, that are in line for that promotion, I wouldn't be surprised if, even if there was some nepotism going on, that something happens and they decide they want to pick you. This is the winning of contest aspect that I'm talking about here in using Saturn coupled with another energy such as Venus. And Venus represents fast cash. I won a $200 gift card. Now, I knew there was an opportunity, and I knew where I could capture something. Like in the past, the grand prize, I knew it would either be a TV or a hutch. Turned out to be an entertainment center, which is what we really needed. And I wanted. Ours was falling apart. And then here I knew that there was an opportunity for a gift card. And so I decided that's what I wanted. So if you really want your promotion, if you really want a particular job, and you're going to meet with someone, try working with the goddess Astarte. You don't need to know about the planets. You don't need to have the talismans of the planetary correspondences if you don't know what they are right now. And write down when you decide to do this and what happens. Now, they say her day is Wednesday, so I would recommend doing this on a Wednesday. Go watch my video on how to work with Astarte, okay? Because if you have a need, if you're not upper middle class or wealthy right now, and you're not happy with where you are, and you're struggling, and things, you know, it's like a dog-eat-dog cutthroat world out there, and you need to have some type of an advantage. This is why I began working at my altar, and I was led to work with planets and then with spirits, because we need to have some type of advantage in our favor to help us get ahead. All right? So if you're familiar with this and you've had an experience, please share below to let other people know. If you've done Saturn magic, you've coupled it with another energy, if you've won a contest, promotion, or the favor of a woman, if you are in competing for the attention of a female, Astarte can help you get that female's attention, and then the rest is up to you. All right? Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you soon. So long.